Hi, it's Mike from Game World Engineer, and today we've got a new sale on the Unity Asset Store. Normally, every week they have a Publisher of the Week. This week they have Publisher of the Week All Stars sale. So there's 5 Publishers of the Week, and we're going to take a look at this sale. Um, and you can get 5 free assets using this All Stars 2024 um, code in the checkout. So basically, you just add these to your cart, and when you check out, make sure you put in All Stars 2024, and it'll reduce the price down to 0. So normally this would cost you 30, 55, 75, about $100 worth of assets at the discounted price. So it's pretty good. So we've got one from each of the 5 all-star publishers. The notable one here is Malbur's Animations, The Undead Horse and Knight. Malbur's does a great job with their assets. I use them, and I've used the animal controller as well. And he's got tons of assets. This is like a horse and rider. Okay, so you get Masa from Surian, and these are like anime style characters. It's an anime style 3D character. So this one is like Japanese, like sort of visual novel style, I guess, with the Japanese, that type of style, if you like that. And then we've got the Ancient Set Temples, which is a temples environment set. So that looks pretty good too. And what else do we have? We have this modular fantasy stylized human female from Enhanced Studio. And this is like this you get. It's modular. So you can mix and match different hairstyles and different clothing that comes with it. So it's pretty good. And then we've got the Dragonfly Arrow Cute series from Mesh Tint Studio. These are 3D models, I believe. We're going to bring these into Unity and take a look at all these 5 packages, and we'll see what you get for free this week. Um, and then check out the sale, the actual 50% off sale. They've got those 5 publishers have 50% all of their assets too. So Mulber's is notable for me, where you get the Horse Anthem Set Pro half off, Animal Controller 50% off. Those are well worth the purchase. But let's go into Unity and take a look and see what these 5 assets look like. All right, so the first one here is the Dragonfly Arrow Cute series. The free asset you get is this Dragonfly, and it has a bunch of FBX animations as well to take damage, turn left, turn right. So you could basically rig up this character to be a third person controller. Um, and that's basically it. You get it's just right now cycling through its animations. Next, we have the modular fantasy stylized human female. So this is the demo scene. For some reason, it doesn't work. When I click these buttons, nothing actually happens. It actually doesn't do what I thought it was going to do. So, but you get these 3 basically templates. There's a bunch of prefabs in the project folder, but it doesn't work the way you would think it works. It should work. You don't just drag and drop a body into the scene and then drag and drop like the different prefabs and stuff. It doesn't work that way. You have to go and read the documentation, because it just doesn't work the way I thought it would work. Some of it does, like the items you can just drag and drop into the scene, but um, the bodies themselves, it doesn't really work the way I thought it would work. I like, I think, like some of these, it just drags in. There's nothing there, and then there's this weird checkbox set up here as well that you have to use. So it may take a while to get this working, because it's definitely unusual in terms of assets. But it does come with components that set up a third-person controller for you. So if you get it working, it does, you know, you have a lot. It comes with the controller as well. So, but I don't know. I'm not that impressed with it. I wouldn't probably use this because I do prefer drag and drop, easy create, you know, easy characters than this type of thing. But this would take a lot more setup work in order to get it to work. All right, next we have the Malbers Undead Knight and a horse set. So this one here comes with a bunch of variants, realistic. So these realistic ones, and it has hand painted toon versions, and we've got and poly art versions as well. So you can probably find a style to match what you would want to use in whatever game you're creating. The only thing is this does require it does require the Horse Anim Set Pro to be imported first before you could use the full um, capabilities of this. But without the Horse Anim Set Pro, you still get the prefabs like the horses and the knights themselves. So you could just take those and use them on your own and create your own controllers for them. But I do recommend getting the Horse Anim Set Pro, and it is worth it. So this just idles through their animations, and so yeah. So if you have the animal controller, the Horse Anim Set Pro, it also comes with the animal controller as well. So you don't have to buy both. You just buy the Horse Anim Set Pro. And it comes with animal controller, and then it should enable everything that comes with this one. So let's go back to my sample scene here and see if I can create a plane. And then see if this works. It puts the undead horse into its own folder here, all the prefabs for it. You do have to unpack this prefabs package too before it'll unpack them. These won't be here by default. But to unpack these, you have to have Horse Anim Set Pro, otherwise you'll get errors. But once you have it, it'll put them in here, so you can drag and drop these out. And this is let me turn off all the gizmos, but yeah, this is one of the horses. And then the knight is also, that goes with it, is there. There is a camera in the common Cinemachine, CM, oh yeah, so you have to put the Melbers. They have a CM brain and a free look main camera that you need to put, and then that might just be all you need to do actually. Let's see what happens. Yeah, and it works, and we're now controlling the knight. And the horse is sitting idle, but then you go up to the horse and press F. You can mount the horse. It has some footsteps, I think, too, already. You can jump. Not sure how you get off the horse. And these work by there's an input component. So let's see. Action is the E key. I'm not sure what they use for unmounting. It's F to mount, maybe Q or something. I don't know. I don't remember right now, but there's a way to unmount as well. And of course you can do attacks and stuff, so this is not enabled right now. Attack one. That is, it is now. And let's see. This is your, that's the guy anyway. The Undead Knight has an animal controller on it, and because you can use animal controller to control humans as well. So that's pretty good. Interact is the E key, glide is the F. Mount and mount and dismount. It's disabled by default. Long press of F is a dismount. I don't know why it's disabled by default, but and then you've got your crouch and dodge, and F is glide. There is human sword, one hand, sword, one hand. Default asset. Rider weapon sword. So there is a sword somewhere in this thing. You just have to read the manual. There's one there. Well, yeah, common scripts weapons prefab sword. There's a sword there. Could probably pick it up. Let's see. E. Yeah, there's probably more setup that you need to do, but if I can get on, I'll get off. It's pretty good by default. There's a lot of things you can do with the animal controller, so, and the Horse Anim Set Pro, so yeah, Malbers has a whole playlist of tutorials, so I recommend watching all those and following them to learn how to do all this stuff, because there's a lot involved in this. You could make a full third-person character game with this one controller, so it's definitely worth it. Even, worth the purchase. It's on sale right now for 50% off as well, so I would recommend that. If not, you still have the models and all the animations and everything like that that comes with the Undead Knight. You've got those models that you could just use if you wanted to. And it comes with a bunch of animations on each FBX file. Yeah, so the animations come in here. They'll be in the animations folder, and there's going to be a ton of animations that you could use, like from just about anything you can imagine. Okay, the next one is Masa by Surian, and this one comes with a demo scene and shows you everything that comes with this. There's a ton of animations and actually facial expressions too. Like you can, I don't know if you can. It's got a smile, two different smiles, angry and sad. Actually, there's probably more down there, but it's got cut off at the bottom. But you've got all these animations as well. Jump. There's even some physics going on there somehow. I guess it's part of the animations. And then they have other outfits as well. So there's a schoolgirl outfit. Doesn't come with that weapon, but you can still do it still does them. Just in the demo, there's no weapon. And let's see. This one's pretty good. And then there's a bikini, and there's a pajamas, And there's one that has no clothes, so I'm not going to show that right here. But so this one seems pretty good. I'm not sure how easy it is to just drag and drop it into the scene. But we're going to check if that's that simple or not. So let's, I would say probably not, but we'll see. We got a Masa, prefabs, Masa, pajama, let's say. And then we've got this. I don't know that it has an animator controller on this. It has a controller, but I'm not sure that, I don't think it allows you to control anything. I'm going to have to create a camera. There's no person. I'm going to create a plane or something so that she can stand on it. Okay. Yeah, so just an idle animation by default, but this one, even though there's no controller, you could use I mean, if you're gonna get the Anim Set Pro, the Horse Anim Set Pro, you can use the Animal controller to control this one, and use that controller. So, or you can use any third person controller you want as well. So this is pretty good. Seems pretty standard in terms of how it works. So it's pretty good. It's more like a toon shader, maybe visual novels or something you could use to create with it. One other thing with this is it uses Unity's experimental toon shader, so that's why it says experimental package in use, just so you're aware. Okay, and last but not least, we have the Aquarius Max Temples, Ancient Set Temples. So this is one of the demo scenes it comes with, and it comes with hundreds of prefabs that you can use to set up a type of a temple, ancient temple scene. So looks pretty good. Lighting isn't the best in this scene, but you know, you get the idea. It just basically has everything that comes with it. There's trees, there's stairs, there's walls, dungeon pillars, candles, floor pieces, different. There's interiors here. There's a you know one of those candles there. So it's pretty good. Can make like a third person action game with this level with this type of thing. It's also he's got a dungeon set that's on sale and a seaside village one that's on sale that have been I think people have looked at before. They're pretty good as well. So this is pretty good. And then there's this temple tester. After it installs and compiles shaders, then so let's just hit play and see what happens here. And you do get a character controller, first-person controller as part of this as well, so you can walk through the scene, which is pretty cool. You can gives you an idea what kind of levels you can make with this. It's modular. It's a modular set, so you can mix and match and make different things with it. sort of like a Souls-like type games, right? It would be good for, definitely. So that's this one. So that's all. That's those are the 5 assets. And then yes, they have a bunch of other stuff that's on sale right now, 50% off. So you can take a look at it and see what they have. So of these 5, I would say my favorite is the Malber's Undead Horse and Knight, but recommended that you have the Horse Item Set Pro as well. The Ancient Set is good, and the Masa and Dragonfly characters are pretty interesting, easy to use anyway. But and then this one is my least favorite, the Modular Fantasy Stylized Human Female. It requires a lot of work just to get it just to get started with it. I'd have to like spend a lot of time figuring it out before I could actually see if it's, useful or not. So, but you got about a week to, I don't know why they have 2023 as their code, but it should be 2024, but it's 2023 is the code. So add that to your add these to your cart, put in the code, and these will be free. So that's it for today. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and we'll see you in the next one.